welcome to Radio 1 Biggest Weekend. As you can see, we are currently side of the stage ahead of tonight's headliners who are Florence The Machine, and it is our absolute privilege to be here with Toby, who is Florence The Machine's playback tech.
My name's Toby O'Pray. I work for Florence The Machine as their keys tech and playback tech. So I look after Izza and Hazel on stage and all the playback side of things, really. So.
Fantastic. So a job with some responsibility.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But it's a nice gig.
Out of all the companies there are and out of all the kit, why iConnectivity? Why do you choose iConnectivity?
Well, firstly, I think obviously the legacy of all your MIDI gear is fantastic. Really wanted to bring that in, be involved with this project particularly. But yeah, now with your new Play Audio machine, the Play Audio 12, this is a great opportunity to test it out, and I've been really impressed with it so far. So
fantastic. So which of our interfaces are you using, Toby?
So we've got the Play Audio 12 on the playback machine, and then running alongside that the Myo 10 for the MIDI interface and all that interconnectivity there. And then I've got a keys rack here as well, which is also running a Play Audio 12 and a Myo 4 for MIDI sides of things. So
what is it about those you like in particular? Let's start off with Play Audio 12. Why do you choose that? Because there's a few playback solutions available. We were chatting earlier. Why Play Audio 12 for this gig?
Well, there's been a few new band members on this sort of album cycle. So I was running on Motus and the classic SW8 sort of setup last time. I just wanted to try something a bit different. I saw you release these last year, so I thought I'd give it a shot, really. But I really like the fact that it's a sort of dual redundant system in one. The fact it's got USB MIDI host ports, and all your MIDI interconnectivity basically in one box. Brilliant. Been really impressed with it so far. And then running the Myo 10 as a host alongside that opens up a whole avenue of that as well. And I've just been really exciting to use actually, and mainly. Partly as well from the cost side of things, so it's a great unit for the value of it, really. So
that's wonderful, because of course touring there's always cost to consider. Yeah. What kind of things? So obviously you've got purchase costs, but what else comes into the factor when you're touring, Toby?
You need something that's reliable, obviously, and something that's a workhorse. And I've been really impressed so far with these units. So, they're rock solid design. It's a solid piece of kit. Gives you 10 outputs. That's brilliant.
So Florence and the Machine, obviously not a conventional act in terms of backline and setup. There's a few interesting instruments there. What kind of challenges does that pose to you as a backline tech and so on? And what solutions has iConnectivity allowed you to do with that, Toby?
Well, I guess we were talking about this earlier, and we were saying, playback's not a huge part of this show. It's really the sort of cherry on the cake as such. It's a sort of polish over the banks. There's a full live band, and there's a lot of people on stage, so it's really just adding that extra element, as opposed to say like an EDM dance act where 80% would be track. This is, the other way around, 20%, if that.
This is the icing on the cake rather than the whole cake, if you will, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's great. We're also using some of your gear. We're using the Audio 4 Plus on the harp system, so we've got a harp player in the band.
That's quite a unique application. I'm not aware of having any of the harp endorsees for us.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other harp players that run their harp through an effects rack, so there's an ideal chance to try that on this campaign, and it's been really good, and he uses Ableton and a bunch of effects.
So what are you using? Using the Audio 4 Plus as a front end for processing for the harp?
Exactly, yeah, so we're using the preamps on there to run 3 mics essentially into Ableton. And just a stereo out really, and it's just for his effects processing really, and he manipulates that all on stage, and he likes to be hands-on and tweaking his effects as he goes. So it's just a great application for that really, and he uses the launchpad as well to trigger all his states. So, you know, with all the flexibility of the MIDI side of things, it's just been really a seamless little transition of you bringing the iConnectivity stuff in. So I've really enjoyed it. It's been really fun. It's been fun to get your head around some new gear, really, and it's been really straightforward. So
wonderful. Well, Toby, thank you very much. We're going to let Toby get back to the very important job of setting up before Florence and the Machine take the headline show tonight. We'll catch up with you later. It's been Bob Markowski for iConnectivity here on the main stage at Radio 1 biggest weekend here in Swansea.
No lie, no lie.